I was getting a little disgusted with Wall Street. It was after the big financial crisis at that time, still pretty fresh. And a friend of mine had already been investing with them even before me, and he introduced us. A little skeptical at first because originally it was just the original all-pro debt instrument and it was basically construction financing for housing. Well, we came out of the crisis with the whole mortgage thing imploding, so I was a little skeptical at first, so I just went in really a small amount. But then after I was in it, I started looking at it closer and realized, yeah, it's really structured in a very friendly way to investors that seem pretty low risk. Even took a tour of some of the housing and thought, well, they're doing really good work here, really good quality, good pricing. These guys, I'm just very high on their integrity, but also you can have integrity, but you've got to communicate well, be transparent. They've been responsive, they've been very good about that. On top of it, they're getting better all the time. As they grow, I notice their communications about a new project or their quarterly reports or just all this stuff. They're very, very good in all these communication. And so I'd say very investor friendly. They'll say they put investors first and they really kind of mean it. The returns are going to the investors first. So that's the biggie. That's probably the most important one. The 17 projects that I've gotten back, the average return has been about 17% a year. Well, that's pretty healthy. They've beaten their pro forma by 1 or 2 points. Their pro forma usually is plus or minus 15. They've beaten that on average. Not in every single one of them, but the worst one I had was 10%. Well, that's the worst one. And they apologize for it. They apologize. I think I kind of grew with them, and at first I didn't really realize. I got into a bunch of stuff alternatively back then, and this was the one I was probably most concerned about. Turns out it's the best one. They really mean it when they say they're putting the investors first. I mean, again, after 11 years, I've seen the proof of it. So I just appreciate them.